Recently, I had been thinking of all the great deals I've gotten over the years on Lego lots or Lego sets because I get a lot of people that, I don't know how to say it in a less weird way, but like accuse me of being rich. But if you actually know me at all, you will realize I am like the most frugal person there is. Like I am always looking for a good deal. So I'm always looking to spend the least amount possible on a Lego set, if that's possible. Unfortunately, those deals get harder and harder to find as the years go, but I have gotten a good number of great deals on Mercari. This is not sponsored whatsoever. The only reason I'm doing Mercari deals is because they keep all of your receipts, all of your purchases available on their platform from day one. It was the easiest platform for me to find the information on because I didn't have to like go searching through years and years of receipts. I could just scroll through Mercari to find all of my great deals I've gotten. So with all of that being said, we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, at number 10, this is kind of the oddball listing, but I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's really cool. I got a lot of vintage store signs through Mercari. So these were like all of my favorite themes as a kid, and these were actual store signs that were used to tell you which themes were for sale. I should also mention that a lot of the receipts show that I paid like a fee, which I definitely did not pay. The fee thing is new, so it's really weird that like when you go back and look at old things you purchased that the fee is on there, even though that was not a thing at the time that I purchased them. I also think they may have upped the shipping price. Not 100% sure on that. It just looks different. So I haven't gone back and looked at these in many years. Could just be me, but I know for a fact that anything more than like 3 years ago, I was not paying fees on. So I don't know why it shows a fee when I didn't actually pay a fee, but they were 30 bucks. $5.25 to ship. What was it, like 8 or 9 of these really cool signs? They're gigantic. I should have brought one over here to show you in person, but I'm still trying to find a way to display them. But I thought those were really cool, kind of a priceless item because how many of them are out there floating around these days? It was something I had never seen before, so I'm really glad to have it in my collection. At number 9, this set is always so difficult for me to pronounce. The Sphinx Secret Surprise, which is set $59.78. So I paid $65 for it. It was complete, free shipping, and that set retails for around $150. I just went to BrickLink and went to the average resale price. So a lot of factors go into that. Doesn't really differentiate between if someone bought it complete or incomplete, what condition it's in. This one was in like nearly perfect condition, which was awesome. So that was a really good deal on that one. At number 8 was the Enchanted Island, which is set $62.78. I paid 49 bucks for it plus $9.99 to ship. And it has an average resale value of $205. Now, I did have to complete that one, so a little bit of investing did have to go into that one. I think there were also some yellowed pieces that I had to replace, mostly generic stuff that I already had in my collection, but just to mention, that one was not 100% complete in perfect condition. But still, even if I invested another $50 into it, I still got it at probably about half the average resale price, which is pretty good. At number 7, we have the Pharaoh's Forbidden Ruins, which is set $59.88. Paid 75 bucks for it, plus $9.99 to ship. It has an average resale value of $240. Again, that was another one that was not complete. I can't recall exactly how much I put into it to complete it. Same kind of thing, even if it was like 50 bucks, I still got it for nearly half of what it is selling for. Okay, the next one is a little bit of an oddball lot because I didn't actually keep what was in it. So at number 6, we had this bucket of train stuff. I paid $24 for it and it was free to ship. And I don't know if it'll be visible because there weren't great photos for this one. But it did have a partial of the Metro liner, which is set $45.58. And I was able to part that lot out for like over $300. So that one was just really cool that, you know, sometimes I get stuff and I'm purchasing for my own personal collection. And then sometimes I get it for resale so that I can buy other sets I want. Unfortunately, it didn't have nearly enough stuff for me to complete the Metro liner. So I just made bank off of reselling it, which was really fun because that stuff sold super fast. I probably underpriced it and still made 250 bucks off of it or more. All right, at number 5, this one was a very exciting one for me, was the original holiday train set 10173. My brother had that one growing up and I always wanted it. It was so cool. So I paid 75 bucks for it. It was $10.50 to ship it. And that train today has an average resale value of $315. That one, again, was not complete, but it was like 98% complete. I think I needed like a couple of minifigure parts or something like that. But as you can hopefully see from the photos, it was mostly complete. So that one was a fantastic deal. Number 4 still devastates me to this day. I got the Crossbone Clipper, which is set $62.50, paid $48 for it and $9.90 to ship, and it has an average resale value of $375. Now, the reason this devastates me is at the time I got this, I don't remember if it was like birthday or Christmas, but I gave it to my brother. And I've given him a couple of sets that I've ended up regretting because I'm like, I wanted them and I should have kept that one. But that just shows, you know, I think he's a great brother that I was willing to give him that Lego set for such a good deal. But I'm pretty sure it was 100% complete. If it wasn't missing anything crazy. Like it had the minifigures, the sales, like it may have been, I don't know, a coin or something. I can't remember. It's been a while, but that one was a great deal. Okay, the top 3 are top 3. At number 3, a very scary bucket of Lego. So I paid $31 for this plus $13.50 to ship. And I really took a risk on this one because the photos were not great, but I could see a couple of things, as hopefully you can see, that I was like, I think this will be worth it, especially for how little I'm paying for it. So not a huge gamble. It did end up being one of the dirtier lots I've ever purchased. I washed this lot like 4 or 5 times. Like every time I'd wash it, the water was a gross color. So I just kept doing that until it was fully clean, which I've had people ask me how I wash my Lego lots, and I'll try and attach that video I made about that at the top so that you all can watch that if you want. Very simple process. But from this scary bucket, I was able to get 4 sets. So set $69.55, the Space Lockup Isolation Base, set $68.95, Spy Track 1, so 2 Space Police 1 sets, and then 2 Blacktron 1 sets, $68.94 Invader, and $68.76 Alienator. Now, for the Space Lockup Isolation Base, it has a super long Technic rack, I think is what it's called, and that was really damaged, so I know I had to replace that. And I'm sure I needed like a couple pieces here and there for the other sets as well. Don't recall right off, but they were all mostly complete. If you totaled all 4 of those sets up, it has an average resale value of $305 between those 4 sets. And I paid less than $50 for them, so that was a really good deal. Okay, number 2. This is one of my favorite ones to talk about. Actually, number 2 and number 1. Lots were both super exciting ones. At number 2, the Yellow Castle, set $375 or $60.75, and the Black Monarch's Castle, set $60.85. I saw this listing approximately 37 seconds after it was posted. I barely looked at it, immediately purchased it, and then worried that they were going to cancel it because I'm like, this is such a good deal. At $110 for both of those together, plus $16 to ship it. Yellow Castle usually sells for around $350, Black Monarch's Castle around $225. So combined, they resell for about $575. The Black Monarch's Castle, I'm pretty sure, was 100% complete. The Yellow Castle was missing quite a bit, but I had found a lot on eBay probably a year or 2 prior to this that was just the minifigures for the Yellow Castle, and I got them for like $35. Again, one of those kind of shocking purchases, and most of the stuff had not sold for my BrickLink store, so I was able to just pull it all back out and complete the Yellow Castle pretty easily, and that was a set I had always wanted. I really bought it for the Yellow Castle. It also had the original boxes for both of these sets. The Black Monarch's Castle box was pretty destroyed, but the Yellow Castle box was in phenomenal shape considering the age. So that was another added bonus because that box is super expensive and valuable as well. Okay, at number 1, you think it can't get better than that. And really, it can't. But just value-wise, this one was a little bit of a better value, so that's why I put it at number 1. This lot was supposed to be 2 sets. The Royal Knight's Castle set $60.90, and the Night Lord's Castle set $60.97, which was $135 plus $9.90 to ship. I think they were both claimed to be 100% complete. If you are looking at the photos, hopefully, I could also see the twisted time train, and I was like, man, if that's in there and they didn't just accidentally add that photo into the listing, even better. So the twisted time train did end up being in there as well, set $64.97. That set was also complete. And then there was also like just a little miscellaneous stuff left over. So in the photos, you can see that, you know, that they've been broken down. So when I had to sort the sets out and make sure they were complete, the Royal Knight's Castle was missing one saddle. I do remember that. I think the Night Lord's Castle was complete. I didn't bother this person with anything. I said, thank you. I will buy the saddle. No big deal, because the twisted time train is in there. And then when I finished, there was some additional extra pieces. Like there was an extra dragon in there. Actually, I don't even think I counted that in there. Let me look it up. So I took the black dragon. Actually, this may have been complete as well. And I was able to part together set 6007, which is just Batlord. So it's the dragon. I'll put it on the screen. And then the Batlord with his cape. So I think I was able to complete that one as well. I totally forgot about that until now. There was also some parts to, let me find it. Okay, oh, the Witch's Wind ship said 6037, but there wasn't enough of that to complete it, so I did just sell the extra parts from that on BrickLink. And then finally, randomly, there was also Bandit's Ambush, which is set 6024. So excluding the Batlord and Dragon set, because I totally forgot about it, if you just combine the first 4 sets, Royal Knight's Castle, Night Lord's Castle, Twisted Time Train, and Bandit's Ambush, those equal $690 worth of sets. So we'll just throw in an extra 10 for the other set, which I'm pretty sure it goes for more. So $700 worth of sets for, again, like 150 bucks. And I did want to come with receipts, because I feel like if I just say these, you all be like, there's no way. But since I have the visual images from when I purchased them, screen recorded, hopefully you all will believe me. So I've spent a good amount of time in my adult life looking at Lego listings, and I usually only buy a few lots per year. And in the last maybe 2 years, I've really not even gotten that much, maybe like 1 lot a year, because they're just so difficult to find now for vintage stuff, which is basically the only thing I'm interested in these days. But I have gotten a lot of great deals on Mercari over the years. I wish it wasn't as oversaturated as it is now. I'm just looking for the next new app to see where I can find some good deals again. But so far there hasn't been a whole lot of luck on that. But eventually something will take the place. It always does. I mean, I never thought Mercari would catch on with eBay being around, and here it is. I've been on Mercari since like 2018, I think. 2017. Somewhere in there. And I have gotten some other really good deals. Just these were, I thought, the top 10 best ones I've ever gotten. So maybe I'll try and find some receipts from other websites that I've purchased stuff through, see what my other good deals are, but this was the easiest one to compile. So hope you found this interesting. I always wish everyone good luck on finding their own good Lego deals. I highly advise never paying full price for anything, because I certainly don't. It's a way better story to be like, guess what set I got for 50% off than guess how I paid full price for this set. But with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.